Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Thanks for popping in on my channel. I am the lovely Nobody, K-N-O-W body. Okay? Welcome to the rest of my lovely nobodies coming in. Thank you guys for popping up. Really quickly, if you would click that like, share, subscribe button for me. Also, that notification tab if you want to get all the good tea from lovely nobody as it pops in from spirit, as ancestors download into me, as the universe downloads and gives you wonderful message that will provide amazing clarity for your life. All right, so guys, really quickly, if you have watched the first video, thank you guys for liking and subscribing and sharing on that first video. I appreciate the love. If you are on this video and have not seen the first video, I would encourage you to check out the welcome premiere video to this channel, as it will give you tons of information about why we're here, what we're here to do. So check that out. Check out the about section on my page. Also, that will give you a little bit more detailed information. It would also provide you with my email address for private readings. Yes, I do private readings. Also, information as far as donations go. Thank you for those in advance. And just information as far as disclaimers go about this channel being very just for more of entertainment purposes. We are not lovely. Nobody will not take liability for the mistakes that y'all made from things that I told y'all ancestors said. Okay, I don't take liability for that. So I'm saying now, like our mamas used to tell us, what we say here is what we say here. I am in no way giving you any type of professional, legal, financial, emotional, psychological advice for you to take these messages, this information, and act on it in a way that might put you into some type of any type of situation. Okay, so I don't accept liability for that in advance, just letting you know. All right, that is out of the way. Thank you again for being here. And today's video, we are going to talk about intuition. The knowing, the knowing, the knowing, okay? Because we can't be our best nobodies, K-N-O-W. We can't be our best nobody without knowing what intuition is and learning to trust it, learning to believe in it, learning to use it for your best and highest good, okay? So really quickly, I just wanted to tell you what the definition of intuition is according to the dictionary. It says that intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Okay. Another definition says a thing that no one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. Okay. Intuition is just knowing. Raise your hand if you have had a situation to where it was something told me not to, and then you went and did that thing. It happens to me all the time, okay? There are so many times where we are walking around unaware, not trusting our intuition, not trusting what we know our first instinct was, second guessing ourselves. But raise your hand if you, for example, if you have been on a highway, a busy highway, and something said, maybe I should take this exit, okay? But you don't take the exit. And then what happens? You get up the street a little bit and there's a traffic jam. And you're sitting there for 30 minutes in traffic, late for work, late for wherever you were going, late for church, when you didn't trust your intuition. Something told me to. That was your intuition, okay? That was your knowing, okay? Everyone possesses intuition. I would have to say the reason why I feel like maybe intuition is not so trusted amongst ourselves is because maybe society, experiences, life, social media, TV, ads, commercials have all made us kind of become numb to what we really feel ourselves, or what we really consider to be maybe our own true feeling or our own true thought. So it's almost like a lot of us, maybe since childhood, have almost been cultivated into, or numbed into, weaned into not really trusting our own feelings. I would say as something as far back as and as small as being in elementary school. Do you remember when you were in elementary school and you had to take a test? And let's just say there's a certain amount of time that you have to take the test, but you are done taking your test already. And there would always be a period of where you're waiting for the rest of your class, right, to get done with their test, and you're done. But what does your teacher tell you? What have you been told all these years in school? Check your work over. Look back over your work. And while that's not a bad thing to check your work, it's almost like a subliminal way of being told that what you did maybe wasn't accurate. So it's almost like a lot of us from young ages, from our childhood, and probably still till today, have been kind of trained into not necessarily trusting ourselves. So in in that type of situation, or that case, if you can believe that, then you can understand why you yourself, me myself, all of us, nobody's listening, and society as a whole might think that, or might feel like they shouldn't trust themselves. Right? So that's a problem. And that's why we're here. That's why this channel is here, because we're here to get you to understand that at a soul level, once everything is stripped away, all you have left is you and your mind. Everything that exists only exists in our mind. There's nothing that exists outside of our mind. Nothing that we eat, none of the decisions that we make, um, the clothes that we wear, the way that we view people, the way that we approach life, the way that we approach relationships or situations, everything about us is in our mind. Okay? So it's almost like if we can believe that, and we can understand that, and we can bring that to remembrance on a daily basis, then we could understand and know that our mind is our most important, biggest muscle, biggest factor. What should be honed in on, what should be looked at, what should be concentrated on. That's what needs to be in the emergency room triage every day, is our mind. It's because so many things come into our mind space that we are not sometimes able to organize those things in a way to where we are clear on what our own thoughts are, what our own feelings were, what our own belief, even our belief, something that deep, is. All right, so we've been numbed. We get that. We understand that we've been kind of numb to trusting our intuition, and to trusting ourselves, and to trusting that first immediate thought that we got. What do I want to eat today? Pizza. And I was like, oh, let me look through Uber Eats. I know, because I do it all the time. It's like you look through Uber Eats for 20 minutes, and then what do? You order pizza. And you thought of pizza 20 minutes ago, and you just 20 minutes ago, because you didn't trust your intuition. And I'm just only speaking of little things. So if you can understand that on a small level, how we don't trust our intuition, then understand the larger things in life, we might have a tendency to not trust our intuition on those things. And those things would have a larger effect on us. Me wasting 20 minutes of my time on a pizza decision is not the same as me not trusting my intuition in an abusive relationship, for example. Me feeling like, oh my goodness, I need to leave this relationship, or this or that is happening with my relationship. And it's almost like something keeps saying, well, maybe you should go. And then what happens is a lot of us will be like, okay, well, then what is that thought? Why am I having that thought? And then you take that thought and then you dissect it and dissect it and dissect it. Excuse me. And by the time you're done dissecting it, you're 6 months down the road in the emergency room when you know that you had that intuition moment 6 months earlier that told you that situation was not good. You didn't trust it. So those stakes are much more higher than the pizza thing, right? So what we need to learn how to do is how to trust our intuition, and that literally starts with making sure that each and every one of us knows our own energy. Okay, you ever walked into work in the morning and you've had a good morning thus far? You've had your morning coffee, everything is going fine, and then you're in work, and then within an hour, you are upset and you don't even know why. You're irritated with people and you don't even know why. You you don't know why. Okay? Most of the time, that is because you have become susceptible to another energy because you maybe have not grounded or protected yourself. Okay? So, in order to trust, excuse me, in order to trust your intuition, then you have to learn to trust yourself. All right? And the only way that this is going to be effective is if you just start with something small. You know, this is going to be baby steps. You are going to have to start with maybe the pizza things, with maybe small decisions like, what outfit do I want to go buy? Like, trust your intuition more every single day. So wake up every single day and say, hey, most of the choices and the decisions that I make today that I might toil with and maybe don't know an immediate answer to, I'm gonna try my best to be very, very aware of what the first thought I had was when I asked myself that question, or when I threw that question or that situation out into the universe, okay? And then when you get the answer, what jeans am I wearing? The blue jeans. No, the blue jeans. Wear them, put them on. Those are the ones, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get to that lunch or that brunch with those red jeans on, and you're going to look at down at them briefly, not if not even for a second, and be like, I should have worn the blue jeans. You have to learn to trust your intuition, because if you don't, then you're just going to be walking through life second guessing every single choice that you make, that you have, that you probably need to make, that you, whatever, okay? It's very, very important that we learn to trust the voice inside of us, the voice that we know. And I'm talking about the one that you know. There's no way to explain the feeling. The rest of you nobodies, maybe put in the comments how you know what you know, the feeling that you know. The only way I can explain it is like a feeling of almost like ecstasy, a feeling of almost like passion inside of me, almost like true love to myself feeling. And that is what I call my knowing. I don't know. It's a weird way of explaining it, maybe to you, but maybe put in the comments, guys. Share with me how you know or what feeling you get when you know what you know, when you're in a situation to where your intuition was kind of being put at check, or into check, because you're now in a situation to where you got a download from spirit, you got a download from the universe, and then you didn't listen to it, you didn't trust it, you thought it was something else, or did I hear it? Is that what was said? You question it, you second guess it, and then you're at the point of dealing with the mess that came from you not trusting your intuition, back there. All right. So we need to reverse that, right? Right, nobodies? We need to reverse that. So starting today, learn to trust the voice inside of you. Whatever you can start with it. Okay? I feel like right now, Spirit is telling me that right now, as someone watches this video, you're thinking, you were already thinking before you came into the video. Like something was just in your energy, like, listen, listen, listen. I just feel like, Spirit is telling me it's a job situation. So almost like I feel like this job is going to be for me, but something is telling me that they might give this job to someone else for whatever reason. Okay? You already know that you have the qualifications for this job more than this other person. You already know. And I feel that you already know that you have the job, but you're not trusting your intuition that the job is yours. And the reason why I'm saying that to you who is watching this is for a specific person. There's a person here in this room that is up for a new position, a new job. And it's like you're right at it. It's like you're at the point of like, okay, I'm just waiting for them to tell everybody that I have the job. I know I got it. But there's also a person or another person who was also maybe in the runnings for this job, or also their name was in the pot for this job, okay? But again, you are more qualified than this person. You have more, Spirit is saying, notches under their belt. So I'm assuming awards, accolades. You moved up in the company faster. You're just one. You know that this job is for you. But what's happening is that your intuition is like being checked, because but then you're also telling yourself almost simultaneously, well, maybe she will get the job. Well, maybe she will somehow get the position over me. And it's like, what you need to do is trust your intuition, because you know what you know. But what you're not understanding is that it's almost like you're putting out conflicting information into the universe. So just know that this job or that this position is yours. Know it, believe it, have it in your mind. Don't lose sight of it. They're going to make the announcement whenever they make the announcement, okay? But if you begin to put out the negative in the universe, if you begin to put out, well, maybe I won't get it. Well, maybe she will get it over me. Well, maybe this or maybe that. What's going to happen is that you unknowingly could cause a shift. Your energy, the negative thoughts or the negative mindset that you have around this situation could shift this situation, and it possibly could cause it to not go in your favor, which would make you, number one, question more your intuition because you didn't trust it. But it maybe it wasn't that you didn't trust it, maybe it was that you didn't trust your intuition, and then you began to put something else out into the universe, and then that caused a rift. Okay, so that's what we don't want to happen. Starting now, everyone who is here, because no one is here by chance. I say that in every video. You're not here for no reason. I don't care if you just popped in, clicked on it by accident, and then, oh my God, I have this same thing on the table in my room. Something that small, okay? I'm that connected that I believe connections that deeply, that well, so much so that I believe that no one that is watching this video or that has clicked on this video is here by chance. Okay. So everyone here, begin to trust yourself. Begin to trust your intuition. Begin to trust what you know. Now, I'm going to read this definition one more time so that each and every one of you will understand, will know what intuition is. All right, it says intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning, okay? All of us have the ability to understand things immediately without conscious reasoning, okay? The dictionary says so. That means that we all possess a knowing. We all do. They can't even explain it in the dictionary. They can't even probably really go for it. No one knows why or how we do this or why or how we have this, you know? Not a direct, detailed explanation with, no one knows. But we just know, okay? Okay, nobodies? We just know. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Understand that nothing exists outside of your mind. And if you believe that, then you believe the earlier examples that we talked about just on a small level, the child in school having to recheck her test. You've been numb to really connecting to your own self since childhood. We all have. We've been numb to second guess ourselves. We've been numb to check, and recheck. And it's almost like we've checked, and rechecked so much that we don't even know what decision we're making sometimes, okay? We have to get back to just trusting what we know. Going with our intuition, our immediate first gut instinct, knowing and trusting that, because that is trusting you. You are trusting yourself. And how in the world do you expect to be out here trusting other people when at a soul level, you don't trust yourself? Just walking around in life, making decisions not based on really trusting yourself, and then you end up in situations to where you either are in a financial strain, or now you've taken on something that you really don't have time for, or now you have too much of something. It's almost like becoming numb to yourself. And we don't want to do that, right? We want to become more connected to ourselves so that we can connect with other people, so that we can network with the world of nobodies around us, and we can change the world and allow it to flourish, okay? But we can't do that without knowing who we are. And we can't know who we are without trusting who we are. And I feel like the greatest test of trusting who you are is being able to learn yourself and trust your intuition. It's almost like a daily test. It's like we all get daily pop quizzes, daily intuition pop quizzes, okay? I feel like every single day it happens. The other day I was leaving home to go to work, for example, and I'm driving on the way to work, and as I'm driving, I feel like you left something. I don't know what it is. Look, I have my cell phone, I have my work bag, I have my laptop. If anything else, but something kept telling me like I left something. I I don't know what it is. I'm not going back home because I don't know what it is, okay? I get to work, and as soon as I get out of my car, I grab my phone, I grab my work bag with the laptop in it and everything, and then I go to grab my mask, and I don't have my mask. So my intuition was telling me that I left something. I didn't know what it was, but I just knew that I left something because something inside of me felt it. Something inside of me intuitively knew that I left something, not what it was, but I just knew. All right. So if you already are experiencing those types of moments, and I'm sure each and every one of you have and are, And if you do experience those types of things, then just know that it's like an intuition test. It's like an intuition check. And it's our responsibility, each and every one of us, to make sure that we are walking around this world and around this plane that we live on, being as effective as we possibly can be, meaning walking along the right path, making the right choices, making the right decisions, connecting with the right people, tapping into the right energies. It's almost like it's just going to cause a trickle effect of awareness, connectivity, community, love, um, trust. So, intuition is key. Intuition is life. Intuition is necessary, okay? Trust yourself. Know yourself, okay? I just want to thank everybody for being here. Again, click that like, share, subscribe button. Also, that notification bell if you want to get the immediate tea from Spirit. But all in all, guys, trust your intuition. Trust that you know what you know. Believe in yourself. Step into your power. Don't let anyone throw you off of your own energy. Okay? I just want to say gang, gang to all of my fellow lovely nobodies. And I will see you in the next video. Okay?